Hey, Tim Hodgson is the energy minister for Canada. Now, Hodgson's a pretty smart guy. You can still think people are wrong as fuck in their policies, but admit that they're smart people. Unlike Gregor Robertson, who's not so smart. But he's got a hell of a problem, Tim Hodgson. Tim Hodgson is burdened by 11 years of fucking terrible energy policy in Canada. Horrible, stupid, monumentally stupid, profoundly bad. If you tried to figure out a way to fuck things up more, you'd have a hard time fucking things up. Canada's energy policy has been fucked up. But anyway, he's the minister. So there was a shout out last week all across the world as oil prices went fucking crazy due to the war in the Middle East. And just to be expected, right? So call went out across the world for all the energy producing nations and all the major countries to say, okay, we got to release stockpiles of oil because some countries have a ton and other countries have some. And we need to release stockpiles of oil and increase capacity in oil producing countries to tap down on this crazy run up in price per barrel, which went from 8 weeks ago at $58 to $95, $100, okay, which is fuckery, okay? That's a big problem. So all across the world, this notion that, okay, we're going to release strategic reserves. We're going to release what we have on hand. We're going to ramp up our capacity as high as possible. So they went to the energy minister, reporters went to the energy minister and said, listen, you're going to release the reserves? He says, no problem, because it's easy to say no problem. Canada doesn't have any fucking strategic reserves of oil. Yeah, we just have storage for our basic needs, okay? We don't have massive reserves. Like in Japan, they've got 230 days reserves, okay? They've got reserves. But no, and Japan's not an energy producing country. They got to keep their reserves. There's not a drop of oil as it comes out of Japan. Canada, we got a shit ton of oil, but because we've been so fucking stupid for 11 years, we don't have any strategic reserves. We don't. Because let's be really, really fucking clear. For 11 years of the Trudeau Liberals and sort of half-assed the Carney Liberals, we've been told that everything about oil and natural gas is fucking bad and it's almost over. We were told that constantly for 10 years. Yeah, there's no point in pursuing any kind of increase in oil production or natural gas production. These things are things of the past. Soon, it's just going to be windmills, solar panels, and pixie dust, unicorns, okay? That's what's going to power the world. Pixie dust and unicorns, okay? Now, I'm exaggerating, but I'm not fucking far off. We've got the videos of the previous energy minister saying, yeah, we expect oil utilization to plummet. It's higher than ever. Yeah, fuck me. It's higher than ever in the world, okay? Guess what? India doesn't agree. Africa doesn't agree. They still want oil, all right? Fuck me. This was the dumbest 10 years in the history of dumb, all right? So here's where we're at. We got no oil reserves to release. We can't be of any help to anybody, okay? And even though we should have built a pipeline to the Pacific, God knows, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we never did a fucking thing. We were forced by a lawsuit to push the pipeline to Vancouver. Government overspent on that. I'll do a whole video on the overspending on that motherfucker, but Lord, we did this. We could have had the pipelines. We could have had liquid natural gas terminals because Canada has 300 years of reserves, proven reserves of natural gas. We have an ocean of oil underneath northern Alberta, Saskatchewan, and parts of the Arctic, okay? We don't use it. And then when geopolitical things happen that point out to everyone, wait a minute, the world is still using oil, and actually the use of oil has gone up for the last decade, not down. Yeah, there's been some emissions in some places have gone down, but And the use of oil in some locations have gone down. But in the other locations that want to grow, the parts of the world that want to grow their economies, the use of oil is not down. It's that simple. So we were lied to. We were fucked over by foolish policy, dumb policy. And I think when they were telling the lies, all the different people of different liberal governments for the last 10 years who were telling the lies, I think they sort of believed in their hearts they were doing the right thing. I do. I'm going to say to those people who are all phenomenally mistaken, profoundly bad policy, utterly wrong in their thinking. But I believed that they believed. It's like religion. If your religion is climate change and zero carbon, it's just a set of beliefs. It's faith. And even when things come up that show that, no, that doesn't make any fucking sense what you're saying. If you have faith, like religious faith, you just put all your heart into it, no matter how fucking wrong it is. So Energy Minister Hodgson had to say, yeah, we'll do everything we can. But what in reality he can do is very close to sweet fuck all is what he could actually do. We have no strategic reserves. We can marginally increase capacity in pipelines. But because we're so stupid to this day about how we handle energy policy, a major oil sands producer shelved a project that would have increased oil sands production because they said, no, actually, no matter what you say, all of your energy policy still precludes us to do this. It still means it wouldn't be profitable for us to do this. Well, probably if the price for oil, a barrel of oil stayed sky high for a long time, they might be able to do it. But it's still that way. It's still, there's too many rules, too many codes, too many mandates that just make it stupid to really ramp up production. And there's no fucking pipeline coming anyway to the Pacific, not in the near future. So yeah, when the world gets in trouble on oil and natural gas, and Canada would be the most perfect country to send out extra capacity. Perfect. We're the right geography. We're the right people. We're the right safety. We're the right reliable people. We don't have any fucking capacity to increase oil and gas. Yeah, that's how this thing has gone. And if it keeps going this way, it's on all of us for being stupid.